But let's get into our next topic, because Aaron Rodgers went on a podcast, the first words he's spoken since his 4-day darkness retreat. It was on the Aubrey Marcus podcast, where he basically said, there's a finality to the decision. I don't make it lightly. I don't want to drag anybody around. I'm answering questions about it because I got asked about it. I'm talking about it because it's important to me. If you don't like it and you think it's drama and you think I'm being a diva or whatever, then just tune it out. That's fine. But this is my life. It's important to me. I'll make a decision soon enough and we'll go down that road. I'll be really excited about it. And he also has said other things in that podcast about, media and all their speculation, how he doesn't appreciate it.
Well, tough luck. You're in the spotlight.
Yeah,
It comes with being in the spotlight, being an NFL quarterback, one that's had a lot of success.
Right.
Yeah. And one that gets paid a ton of money.
Exactly.
So accept it. That's coming your way. You got no choice.
Right. So I'm going to ask you, based on, the situation, I have a lot of reports here about teams, and I guess I'll read it off right now. Supposedly, the Titans general manager has said they're sticking with Ryan Tannehill. There is a Jets reporter from The Athletic that says that it's going to take at least a first-round pick, if not another one, or other high picks, or young players to get Rodgers, which the Jets reportedly are discouraged by that report. And according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Panthers inquired about Aaron Rodgers, but that report was actually refuted by a Fox Charlotte reporter, Will Kunkel of Fox, like I said. So who knows what the Panthers situation is. And also, Raiders head coach Josh McDaniels is seemingly turning the other cheek and looking for a younger, committed quarterback. We actually have that clip that we will play right now for you.
Look, the goal for us eventually is to have somebody that's going to be here for a long time. You see the teams that are having success right now in our league, I would say in our conference, and specifically in our division. They're young players that were drafted by their clubs and they're being developed there under the same continuity. But the goal eventually is to try to have a young player here that's going to be a Raider for a long time.
So that was Josh McDaniels talking about the future of the Raiders. Hopefully trying not to get fired there. But what do you think? Do you think Aaron Rodgers will return to the Packers next season, or do you think he'll find...
It's looking more and more likely if he wants to play. It doesn't seem like, given what they're going to be asking for him, if the Jets are discouraged by that and they're not going to ante up that asking price, then I saw them as the number one suitor for him.
Right.
Yeah. And I think other teams, the New York market's huge. You can afford him here for that kind of salary. He'd be in the limelight here. He kind of likes that, I think. And he had plenty of endorsement opportunities, so he can make a lot of extra money if that's what he wants. And, other than New York, I'm not so sure there's much else out there for him. Where else did you think he might land?
I always said the Packers.
Yeah,
I didn't say a single team.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I thought that Aaron Rodgers has the leverage in Green Bay. He has them basically saying, do what I say or else I'll retire. He's actually reportedly, he has essentially a no trade clause because he has that retirement thing where he could just say, no, I don't want to go there. I'll just retire if you trade me there. So he essentially has a no trade clause out of the just sake of, threatening retirement. I've never backed down on this because Aaron Rodgers, you know what? The funny part about this is Aaron Rodgers is coming off like 1 year removed from a back-to-back MVP. He had back-to-back MVPs just 2 seasons ago. He had his second one. And he has, by the reports right now, no market. The Packers are the only one, and they don't even want him anymore. They are reportedly frustrated with his diva-ness.
There is who's saying there's no market for him?
I just told you. The Titans were reportedly in. The GM said they're sticking with Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
You heard Josh McDaniels say
maybe the Packers, they don't want to get nothing for him. Right? Maybe they back off of their request and the Jets wind up with him.
Well, right now, it doesn't look like no team wants him.
If the Packers...
And also,
if he says...
He's Aaron Rodgers.
No, if he says, I want to stay with the Packers... and they say, we don't want you, we want to trade you, and he said, I don't want to be traded, then his only option is retirement, and he loses $100 million. I don't see him doing that. I don't see him walking away from $100 million.
I'm not saying he'll retire. All I'm saying is the simple fact is,
if the Packers don't
right
want
now,
him, and the Packers don't want him, and they can't make a trade for him, then what's his option?
Well, I think no. The situation right now is that they probably will take him back because he was just a back-to-back MVP 2 seasons ago. And there's literally, according to this,
I thought you just said they're fed up with him.
I know. I did say that.
Yeah.
But would they take him back because they really have no other option right now?
They have another option. They have Love.
Right. But would you take a back-to-back MVP over a guy who they don't know if he will even be great enough?
I would probably take Aaron Rodgers.
My point exactly.
But they're going to have to suck it up and say, okay, we'll tolerate the stuff we don't like, and he's back again. That's what we have to be done.
Well, that probably is what happened, but the reports are
they'd say, we're going to trade you, and we're going to reduce our asking price. The asking price, so they can move him.
They would basically, any team that would get him would basically steal him away from the Packers.
Maybe not steal him, but they wouldn't have to give up. What'd you say they were asking? 2 first-rounders?
The report is, according to this New York Jets reporter for The Athletic, it's going to take at least 1 first-round pick, if not another one, or other high-round picks, or key young players to get Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Well, I think 1 first-round pick would be okay.
And the Jets are filled.
I'm pretty sure the Jets would go for that.
Absolutely not. They're a young team.
No, but they should go for 1 first-round pick. Why not?
They got some issues.
They're in pretty good shape in every other spot except quarterback. That quarterback play stinks.
Not true. I agree with the quarterback play stinks, but they need a good offensive lineman.
They should be able to get somebody in the second round.
Not to the level that's happening in the first round, though.
Yeah, well,
they need one more running back. The quarterback's an issue. I still think you're losing. I believe
they can pick up Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, okay. The 32nd ranked running back. You want to pick him up? I don't think so.
Well, at least he might have a hole or two to run through. We didn't have that at Tampa Bay.
Yeah, touche. You're losing Jordan Whitehead. You might want to get another safety. Your cornerbacks are fine, DJ Reed, and you have Sauce Gardner. Get another linebacker. There are questions about how to shore up the defensive line.
The defense is fine. With a player like Aaron Rodgers, offense is going to be on the field more minutes.
You would hope. You would think.
The defense. They probably played the most minutes of any team in the NFL last season.
I'm not too sure about that.
Well, I bet they were close.
Throw out the Texans or the Bears, maybe.
Yeah, well, those are pretty bad defense.
I agree. I agree. No, they are terrible. But with the way this is, there's literally, Tom Brady, after coming off his worst year, you could argue his worst year in 2019, had a bigger market than a 1 year removed back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers, who a significant amount of people would say that is more talented than Tom Brady. Think about that for a second. And that's all because of his, first of all, he has a 2-year deal left. He'll be 41 by the time that contract's up.
He's not so old anymore.
Apparently not in this quarterback era, but because of his unsureness to continue his NFL career, or even to play out the remaining years of his contract, and apparently his significantly high asking price if he wants to be traded, after having a poor season, Aaron Rodgers has almost no market. The Jets may be the only team outside of the Packers, which is the team he's currently on right now. No. So, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm staying. I got basically full control of the Packers. They do what I say. They've been doing it for the past, 17, 18 years. And now, what do you're think about this with the Jets. The Packers right now, I think, have a better offensive line than the Jets. They have a better running back group than the Jets. The wide receiver core is not as good as the Jets, but I think it's closer than what people think. The defensive line, I would say, is pretty close, I would say. And they had, at one point, was rated I understand Sauce Gardner probably ended the year as the number 1 cornerback, but throughout the year, Jair Alexander was rated the number 1 cornerback through a few weeks in the middle of the season, and they ended as one of the best defenses in the NFL. So you have a great team. Your head coach and you apparently work together. Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers work. They're 39 and 9 together with 13 wins each season. So
I'd say you're right.
Minus this year. But
the best chance if he's going to play is with the Packers. But if they don't want him, which there's lots of reports that they don't, and they want to trade him, they'll have to lower their sights a little bit on what they think they can get. And I'd
They
say
won't
he's
do
headed to the. I'd say he's headed to the Jets.
They wouldn't do that because then any team would steal him. The Packers essentially would be like, take him off our hands. It would be like the Russell Westbrook thing. It would be like,
Russell Westbrook, a basketball player.
Yeah, I mean, it would basically be like that. Okay, you're basically going to take something from us just to get him off our team. We're going to give you a first-round pick just so we could get Russell Westbrook off the team. That's going to be if the Packers are really that disgruntled by having Aaron Rodgers and his darkness retreats and ayahuasca trips. That's basically what they're going to need to do.
Well, we'll know soon enough.
Yeah. Well, who knows? I haven't backed down with the Packers, and I'm not going to do it right now. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, if you want to check out the full episode, make sure you click the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to listen to this show anywhere you go, make sure you go to anchor.fm/The Harvey Hour or anywhere you get your podcasts.